So the Maruti Suzuki Victoris is one of our best of 2025. Joining me today to accept the award is Mr. Partho Banerjee, Senior Executive Director, Marketing and Sales, Maruti Suzuki India. Partho-san, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Partho-san, the Victoris, it looks really good. It's a very impressive product. Designed, developed, conceived pretty much all in India. So in the past, this entire product planning process would take years. How much of that time have you been able to shrink down considering the amount of work now from an R&D and product planning perspective is done in India?
See, our endeavor is to deliver the products to our customer as quickly as possible. So now our engineering team, supply chain team, production team, we have tried to now reduce the time by doing many parallel activities. So be our trials, even the designing stage also, we are trying to cut short the time. And maybe in times to come, you will see that our product launches time is going to reduce quite substantially.
So is that a competitive advantage now for Maruti Suzuki?
Yeah, obviously, in today's market, when the customers are looking for new products, you need to be agile and nimble-footed.
And how are you using AI operationally or in the planning process today? Is that AI coming in as a key factor?
See, one of our now key objectives is to embrace the AI and how we are going to improve the efficiency, not only in the designing, but in the overall functioning of the organization. So that is going to be a key driver in times to come.
So the Victoris is the product we're talking about today, but the e-Vitara is coming up soon. One trend that we've seen with Maruti Suzuki recently is that as CNG filling stations have become more prevalent, that percentage of sales of CNG has gone up to 30% in your entire fleet. So it's really taken that push from an infrastructure point of view for CNG to take off. Do you think that something similar is really needed on the EV front for EVs to really take off in terms of public charging?
Dhruv, just need to tell you, in fact, our penetration now in the CNG portfolio is 37%.
Wow. Wow.
But but what you rightly said, see, our take is this in case of EV also. Fundamentally, there are three basic problems. Because despite so many models are there in the market, the penetration is to the tune of 5% only. Problem is, first of all, initially many of the products which came, customer didn't have a good experience in terms of the range. What was claimed will service what they getting.
Yeah.
So they had a little bit of worry about the range which they're going to get from the vehicle. B is the India still people don't have that sort of a money to have two cars.
Right.
Primary car is the one in which they want to buy it.
Yeah.
So if you need to buy any vehicle which has a primary car, you need to be sure about it. I can use it for all the places.
Yeah. Yeah.
One car for intercity, one car for intracity.
Yeah.
That is still not there in Indian market.
Yeah.
So you need to have a good public infrastructure.
Yeah.
But it's an egg and chicken story. That if you create a infrastructure, viability doesn't come because 95% of the people they charge at home because the cost economics doesn't make it very feasible for you to get it charged on the public infrastructure.
Right.
So whosoever OEM is able to take care of the public infrastructure, give a product which has a good range, and third important thing is a good after-sales service. I'm sure once the customer has these three things in place, the penetration will start moving out.
So do you think that when we go into the EV space, when Maruti Suzuki enters the EV space, that also will be a competitive advantage for you because you have the biggest network, you have the biggest sales network, the biggest service network, you have the most touch points. If you're able to electrify all of that, firstly, what is that number that you're looking at? And will that be the competitive advantage that Maruti brings to the EV market?
Dhruv, you have to wait till 2nd of December.
Okay.
I think we have sent you an invite.
Right.
I think we are going to address some of these concerns of our customers.
Okay.
That if you're going for a EV, And being the market leader, as we have earlier stated also, you just don't want to launch a product.
Yeah.
Last year we have unveiled it in the Auto Expo. But we feel till the time you are not providing a holistic solution to the customer, there is no point in launching a product.
Right. Well, that sounds encouraging. Maruti Suzuki being the dominant player in the market and being the game changer really in the Indian market, mostly had 50% market share or greater. Today, it's a little bit less than that. What is the strategy to go back to over half the market in terms of market share?
We are going to address all segment of customers. Like if you see today, this Victoris product is clearly targeted to the Gen Z customers. In the SUV segment, actually the amount of growth which happened, the contribution of SUV has gone up to almost 56%.
Yeah.
If you take 1920, it used to be around 25%. So we were not having the products in that segment. That is the fundamental reason. The industry underwent in structural change. So we have planned for the products. So maybe by 2030, you will see things going back to the earlier types.
We've seen a demand surge because of the GST cuts. How long do you foresee that demand surge having a positive effect on the market?
Say, in the month of October, we had a growth of almost 30% in retail. November also, we are going great guns. My take is this, there is a pent-up demand because August, the sales were withheld by the customers. So let's wait. I think till December, the demand should be good. And my take is this, India as a country where the car penetration is just 34 per thousand and almost 27 crore two-wheelers are there in the Indian market. So any developed country, if you go, you find that the two-wheeler sales and vis-a-vis the four-wheeler sales, there is not that much of gap. So if the two-wheeler has to upgrade to a four-wheeler, I think this GST 2.0 reform is surely going to help.
So your outlook for 2026 seems to be quite positive. What can we expect from Maruti Suzuki and what is your outlook for next year?
Say, obviously, GST 2.0 will have a positive rub-off in the next financial year also. At the same time, I think the other segments, like the SUV, we have come up with our new star, the Victoris. I think it will also have its own place in times to come.
Thank you, Partho.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.